Hi everyone, Danny from Danny Ferrier Coaching. I had somebody say to me, so team culture, what do you have to consider? Can't you just pay them well and treat them with care, just like normal humans? Yes, that is definitely the basics. And I'll tell you why paying your team and treating them nicely isn't enough. We have fundamental needs as humans. We need to grow. That is one of our core purposes for being on this earth. And there's a really beautiful expression that says, we're either green and growing or ripe and rotting. So when you pay someone well and you treat them kindly, that's all great. And they don't get stimulated to grow, which means that they end up losing interest and eventually will leave. An example of this recently, I was talking to a business owner, and I get it. It's so hard at the moment with staffing issues and not being able to find people. And on top of that, they had staff that were quitting without notice, handing in their notice and leaving. So there's a systemic reason why they were not giving notice and why they felt like it was their time to leave was probably because they weren't getting stimulated, getting encouraged to grow. And so when we think about paying our teams, it's just not quite enough to just say we pay them well. We want to make sure that we're going the extra mile to help them see that they can be developed within that role and that there is a future for them in the company. Otherwise, they will leave. And the way that we do this is by creating one-on-one conversations. These one-on-one check-ins help the person to feel valued, first of all, but also you can help them to understand what their next steps are. So having those check-in conversations is vital to them engaging in a meaningful way because they understand what's expected of them. They are challenged with the next steps and they can see the pathway. The other part to this is that when we are having those one-on-one conversations, we need to be effective coaches. Leaders need coaching skills because you can't expect people to just get on and do it. And I'm sure that if you're a leader and you're listening to this, you've had this experience when you think to yourself, why can't they just do it? Well, I'll tell you why, because you're a high achiever. You're really capable. And some people have grown up in different environments where they weren't always necessarily encouraged to be a high achiever, to take action, to learn how to set goals and go about attacking them. And that feeling that you get, that disappointment that you get that people are not able to step up is a way of you getting frustrated that's not necessary. Because when you create growth plans, you can use your coaching skills and awareness to be able to help give the person the feedback that they need to grow in a way that they will receive it. I'm just going to say that again, in a way that they will receive it. And we know how fickle the psychological barrier is. It just goes up as soon as you say something wrong. And it's really important to learn the subtleties, those soft skills, those questioning skills, just being present as a business owner to be able to affect the change within our teams. So I trust that this was a really important message to help you understand that the business culture is changing and people expect more. They're not just going to stay in a job because they get treated well and they're paid well. It's so much more than that. If you're questioning how you could become that leader that you need to be in order to create that thriving team culture, I would love to have a one-on-one chat with you. Book in a consultation on my website. I'll drop the link in the comments below. Bye for now.